onions. This is onions. These are all onions. Okay, this is how it begins. When you get a ball of onions, it's a real ball of onions here, complete ball of onions. You have to take off the bottom. Peel off the skin, and this is the peel of onions here. You have to take this end of it, take it and dip it. You have to, if you trim up the bottom like this, it does better. It will begin to root within hours. But if you leave it like this, it takes forever. Sometimes it doesn't even do what it will not do. So this is it. You cut it off like this. Okay. And then this is the onions here. See where I put it in the water, I dip the bottom in the water. So this is the roots. I will place it in there. This one here, see? This is the onions here. This will be like 2 bulbs of onions. See here? Place it in the soil. This is where I put it. See the roots here? And this is your onions. This one here, put here, this is onions right here. That's it. You have planted your onions. Okay? So, the only way you can do so well is by, dipping it in the bottom, in the water. So you're gonna water it. What I have here is coffee water. And coffee makes the roots of any plant do so well. It helps it. It's like a hormone to the roots. This is it. You can leave it like this. Or you can just cover it. Like this. This is it. This is onions right here. You know. That's it. You have watered it. That's it. So another step in onions is, you see these are onions here. If you don't take off, for instance, this is the flower. You see the flower? I cut it from the onions right here. I cut it. Instead of leaving, if you leave it, it's not going to allow the onions to do well. So you have to take off this, unless you want to produce seed. So I just took off the whole thing. This is edible. Everything in onions is edible. You see, this is supposed to be the flower. Yeah, so you're gonna cut this. You can take this to make stew, sauce, or you can eat it with salad raw. Every part of onion is edible. You see, this is the flower. I cut it off, and this can be turned into anything you want to do. So another thing is, you have to create some space around the onions. You see here, this is the bulb here. If you don't do that, it will continue to grow tall. So you have to create some space around the neck. Space. You see this one here? You have to create a space around the neck so that if you don't do it, it will continue to grow tall. But you see the bulb here? This is the bulb. This is the bulb of the onions, because you have created space for it to develop. So this one, you can have to put some space within the neck, otherwise it will not grow bulb. So you create a space around it so that you can see this one here. Look at this. You see this? Okay, so also here, look at this one here. This particular one. This is just one cut of scrap onions here, just one. And look at so many bulbs. You see so many bulbs? So these bulbs, you can leave it for next year planting. I see it's many. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in one scrap onions. So you can allow it to grow, but you can leave it for next year harvesting, next year planting. This is also another way. See how it is? You can cover it a little bit or just, leave it like that. So this is just one scrap onions. But you see the bulb? You see the bulb? See the bulb here? So this bulb, you can use it for next year planting. Okay, so you see this one here? Create a space around the onions so that you can have the bulb coming up. See this one here? Many bulbs here. You can leave it for next year harvesting. See this bulb here? So this is ripe onions. This is from the scrap. See the scrap here? Yeah, this is what it is. So that is onions right there. That's the way to do onions. Yes, see the bulb there. And this one numerous. You're gonna leave it, let it grow. At the end of the season, you save it for next year planting. It will do so well. So this is create some space around the neck so that it can grow. That's it. They don't allow it to flower. Take off the flowers. You can turn it to vegetable that you can eat it raw, or you can use it to make soup. Yeah, so that is it. Onions, from this to that. You have to water it from time to time. If you do that, it will continue to do so well. I don't put no fertilizer in it, but what I do is make a coffee. Make coffee, and use it, and maybe like 1 cup of coffee to a gallon of water. That's it. It does very, very well. Loves it. It does it. He loves it. So that is onions right there. It doesn't take too long. See that? See the bulb here? See the bulb here? Yeah, it doesn't take too long. Look at the bulb. Look at the bulb. Yeah, it doesn't take too long to grow. By 3 months, you can even harvest it. That's onions for you. Don't think it's so difficult. It's not difficult. See these ones?